Hi viewers, it's a matter of immense pride, privilege and pleasure to have in our portals the German Consul General, Mr. Olaf Iversen. Let me begin by giving you a tiny glimpse of the Consul General's exceptional career profile. Mr. Iversen has had an outstanding vocation. He began by serving in the German Navy. Over the years, he has had stints in Foreign Service, Consular and Commercial Service, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. He has also gained rich experience in the Political Department of London and Economics Department Rome. And before taking over as Consul General, he was Deputy Head of Mission, Copenhagen. Welcome, sir, to Rourkela Steel Television Center.
Thank you very much. I feel very much honored to be your guest today.
The honor is ours, sir. I have learned that you have come to Rourkela after around 3.5 decades or so.
Yes.
And you had an opportunity to see our township, yes, I think this morning.
Yes.
So what has been the change, if you can just remember and recall and recollect?
I think, I do not remember very many details, but I think the township 35 years ago was a bit smaller. It has grown in size, but that is no wonder, of course, also the population in Rourkela has grown.
Yeah.
And but it has a wonderful character, like a garden city. Actually, there are very good roads, and all around there's greenery, there are flowers, trees. This is very nice to see. And then there are wonderful residential buildings. Also, we passed by, of course, the CEO's bungalow. Yes, I really envy him.
That's a very nice thought.
Yeah.
Sir, there is a deep connect between our steel plant and city and your country. RSP was built with the West German collaboration. Our beautiful city is known as the Ruhr of India, and Ruhr is an industrial city in Germany.
Yes.
We have a Max Muller Bhavan, which is the nucleus of literary and cultural activities.
Yes.
So this deep connect, this synergy, what is your comment on this?
Myself, I have grown up partly in the Ruhr district in Mülheim an der Ruhr, which was not very far actually from steel plants and from coal mines. And so already at primary school level I learned a lot about the basics of blast furnace and deep underground mining. And coming back here, I can see these basics in the steel plant, but embedded in a beautiful landscape. And this is very nice to see how a township and a big steel plant can be together in a great harmony. It is quite a remote place, Rourkela, and I think that is also a good thing. That you have then a very strong spirit also of community here in the city.
True. So coming back to this linkage between Rourkela and Germany.
Yes.
So how do you see it taking a stronger shape?
Yes, it has become actually an icon and a symbol for Indo-German collaboration. It was decided in 1956 when Prime Minister Nero visited Bonn and met with Chancellor Adenauer at the time, and then construction started. In the beginning, not everything went smoothly. There were newspaper articles in Germany, I remember at the time, criticizing also, but these difficulties could be then overtaken later. And the result we see all today is a wonderful steel plant, which already has been expanded and modernized a couple of times. And this is a process which is going on. And we are very proud to see that this symbol of Indo-German cooperation will also live on in this way.
And we always feel that there is a distinct, indelible mark of German brain, German planning and German foresight in the way our steel township has been, created,
Yes.
and the way our steel plant has been built.
Yes, I think the design is very good, and I'm sure that all the planning has been made in close collaboration between India and Germany, and that's why it has become such a good example also, how two countries can collaborate and achieve remarkable results.
Yeah.
I would say it is a hardware of Indo-German relations.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So yesterday you had a chance to visit our steel plant. What are your impressions about the steel plant?
I visited the steel plant yesterday. First we had a meeting with the chief executive officer, with the chairman, and after that we visited quite a few parts of the steel plant. First of all the blast furnace, but then also cold and hot rolling mills and pipe mills, and I was very much impressed. We could see everything is in full swing, and we could see the different stages of production until the final product, and I think the products are first class, and there is no shortage of demand, I think, for these first class products in the field of shipbuilding, in the field of oil and gas transport, and in the field of defense.
Yeah, true. So, so yesterday you met our chief executive officer.
Yes.
And some of the senior officers.
Yes.
So what are your takeaways from that meeting?
The meeting was a very good meeting. All our questions were answered. Also, I had a few friends from the Indo-German Chamber of Commerce in my delegation. Also, their questions were all answered, and we were explained the next stages also of expansion. Which is very impressive to see Rockela becoming even more important than in the past, and so it will live on for many years, I'm sure, and one day there will be the 100th Jubilee, I'm sure, and that will then again be a big Indo-German occasion, I think. But already this year, it's now more or less exactly 60 years that the construction started, so that also should be worth a special occasion. And
true, absolutely.
we will try maybe to find a high-level person from Germany also to come here and mark this.
Yeah, that will be wonderful, sir. That will be wonderful for all of us.
Yes.
It will be truly memorable.
Yes.
So we have a very vibrant Chamber of Commerce. You also interacted with the members. So would you like to elaborate on your interaction with them?
Yes, we met yesterday the Indo-German, the Rockela Chamber of Commerce. Already actually last November they wrote to me and invited me to come, so I could fulfill this wish yesterday, and most members I think were present, and in one of the clubhouses here in the Brahmani Club, and we had a very long meeting, first with presentations, but also there were quite a few questions from the audience about the potential that Indo-German economic relations have, both in the field of trade, but also in the field of investment, also in the field of technology transfer and research and development. I'm sure we are also able to follow that up if something more concrete will evolve from this meeting, which I would hope would be the case, that then we would not only have the steel plant here, but maybe also other economic activities.
Activities, true. So to us, you epitomize brilliance, you epitomize outstanding achievement, hard work and determination. You are an icon for many of us. So what would be your message to the people of Rourkela, particularly the youth?
A message could be to take the steel plant as an example. And there's a saying that there is no substitute for hard work, and I think Rourkela steel plant is a good example that hard work will lead to success. And that is a glowing example, and everybody can watch it day by day, what wonderful products are made there, and but also it does not come by itself. You have to do a little bit to achieve these results.
What a wonderful thought, viewers. To take the steel plant as an example, as an icon in itself, whether it's in terms of the industry, what happens within it, the hard work, the sincerity that goes, the products which come out, and the competitive environment which nurtures excellence in every aspect. So finally, suppose you were given a chance, would you like to settle down in Rourkela?
Yes, actually, I'm impressed by this garden city. As I said, I think it's a very livable city, and it has a lot to offer. Yes, I could imagine to live here sometime. And sometimes when I hear the stories of German engineers who took part in the build-up of the steel plant, then I think it must have been nice for them to live here for a few years and work here. And then they also had their club and their activities during the pastime. I think they must have enjoyed it. And I was reading that the families here, even, of course, they also had children. And
Yeah, they did have.
And in Germany, there's a town called Haltern, not far from the Ruhr district. And the Lord Mayor of that town actually was born in Rourkela.
Oh, wonderful, sir. That's a great connect.
Yes. So maybe I will write to him and report to him about my visit, and maybe
Get him here?
He would also like to come back
to his birthplace.
Yes.
So, sir, we are waiting. I'm sure the viewers also would be waiting for the day that when you settle down here, at least make Rourkela your winter capital, because the summers here are very tough. But the winters, as you know, are so beautiful, so gorgeous. So we are waiting when you'll make Rourkela the winter capital. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.